So I've been asked several times, what equipment should I put on this character? And, you know, I was going to make a guide or make some kind of video. I like to do guides and all that stuff to help people out. This dude on Reddit, his name is Big Dick Reddit. It's awesome to know. Kudos to you, dude, on Reddit and Discord. So he made a guide on what units should have what equipment. And I was going to do something similar towards that, but I was like, nah, I'm lazy. So he did it for me. Thanks, dude. Link is in the description. You can check out his very big wall of text. Or this dude named Sun Mango, awesome name, made a picture of everything that he said, but in a picture, it's pretty straightforward. You can read his guide. He goes very in depth for the most part. He just did the top tier, you know, like the top characters. He didn't do Pan, which made no sense to me. Pan is probably one of the best characters in the game, with Sparking and Extreme. Hero even. You could go Hero too. But yeah, I'm going to show you the stats on all the equipments, you know, the minimum to the maximum, give you my thoughts, and like Ginyu, Turles, Cooler, those guys, not even going to bother. I never see them online. If you're going to use them online, PvP, you're probably not too serious, or you're just bored with PvP, and if you enjoy them, you enjoy them. But we're going over the best ones, the top ones at least. So let's do it. Alright, so first off, let's do Yulpei, the first equipment. It's a golden equipment. We have Bardock, Super Vegeta, Green Sparking Goku, Red Sparking Goku, Extreme Blue Goku. Yes, I know he's not a Sparking, but on this list is the best of the, you know, all the units, Extreme and Sparking. And honestly, this Goku is, I'll say fine. He's good. You can throw him in here. I've actually lost to an Extreme Goku. He's probably better than Sparking Broly even, so, you know, don't knock him until you try him. But, yeah, you could, you know, arguably throw in EX Bardock and, you know, EX 18. But this list, I'm just going to go off this list. If you guys have any other questions, you can just ask. But so far, yeah, let's continue. We have Broly with Yulpei also. Blue Sparking Goku with Yulpei, and we have Super Saiyan Vegeta with Yulpei. So what this freaking equipment does, it's pretty awesome if you're a strike unit. Alright, so the first slot is base strike attack. It's going to increase it nicely. The lowest you can get is 8% up to 20%. I have one with like 19%, so I'm almost there. It's awesome. If you're a strike unit and you're saying, throw this on that dude. Unfortunately, it's only for Saiyans. That's the equip condition. So, sorry Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, or regular, all Gohans. It has to be a full 100% Saiyan. But anyway, we have critical, which would be the second slot, increases the critical damage. You will have a chance of getting it between 5% and 12.5%. Really nice. I mean, that's awesome. Key Resource Speed. That's going to help Blue Goku. You know, the people obviously with the slower speed, unfortunately, you can't use it with Super Trunks, who has horrible speed. But yes, Blue Goku, you better be throwing this on Blue Goku. It's going to increase the key resource speed from 4% to 10%. I can only get like one gold slot. Usually it's the first one. I just dump it if it's not green for the first slot. So base strike attack, that's a good way to start it. Base strike attack, honestly, you want to be gold. I would keep that gold. And then key resource speed is really important, honestly. I feel like Blue Goku needs it the most, so try to get gold for that. If not, no big deal. I only have it for the first slot. But yes, that's the first freaking 7 people on the list that'll be using Yulpei. So Bardock's second equipment you'll be using is There's Nothing to Say. I honestly, personally don't use this. I use Wait a Minute, which does base strike defense, base blast defense, and base health, just to increase the health a little bit more, because I feel like this one isn't that useful. The first slot for this one is base strike defense, so the Wait a Minute already has that. It's 5% to 10%. Second slot, base strike attack. Wait a Minute doesn't have it, so more strike attack isn't gonna hurt Bardock. That's awesome to have. That's going to be also 5% to 10%. And his third slot for this equipment is damage for Super Warrior. How many Super Warriors, besides Krillin, you know, the Blue Sparking Krillin, do you fight? That's the only reason I wouldn't use this. There's just really no good units that you'll be fighting that are Super Warrior, that have the Super Warrior tag. But if you do use it, it's 2.50% to 7.50%. The Wait a Minute one with Krillin looking like an idiot. His third slot is base health increase. Bardock already has high HP, I was like, you know what, a little bit more can you know, I've needed a few extra HP to survive. It's helped me, so I was like, you know what, let me just throw it on him. And I think that I'll be using wait a minute more than there's nothing to say, but that's what this list has. There's nothing to say. The Super Vegeta second equipment, I'm an elite. His first slot is base strike attack up 8% to 20%. He's a range character, but you're not obviously going to be using only blast art cards, so strike attack up will help you in the long run. And then base Q sword speed up for slot 2. Every unit can use this. It's not going to hurt you if you're going to. Every unit uses this. So 4% to 10%, nice little boost. And his third slot, special defense up versus Saiyans. That is going to be clutch. Because, you know, there's a lot of Saiyans in this game. You know, it's pretty much Dragon Saiyan Z. So that's a 12% to 30% range for your defense up versus Saiyans. I would definitely throw that on the dude. It's brand new equipment you can get currently of this video. So for green sparking Super Saiyan Goku and red sparking Super Saiyan Goku, you'll be using, I'm getting excited for the second equipment, the silver one, for the Sun family only, the tags Sun family. Slot 1, base strike defense up 6% to 15%. Yes, I agree. You should definitely use something like that for these guys. Base blast attack up is going to be the second slot for these equipment, 5% to 12.5%. These guys are going to be doing more damage with their blast attacks, so you definitely want a little bit extra firepower. Definitely agree. And then slot 3, base key restore speed up. Again, you can never go wrong with this. The more the merrier, the faster the merrier. We all want pan speed of key recovery. So if we can get closer to that, that'll be even easier for us to get victory. So Extreme Goku. Please lend me your energy will be his second equipment. It's going to be an awesome one for him. Base strike attack will be increased by 7.50% to 15% for the first slot. Second slot, base blast attack up. You get both strike attack and base blast attack up. This guy's going to just smash your opponent pretty quickly. 7.50% to 12.50% for that. And then damage to Frieza Force. Now the Frieza Force, you don't see too much activity with them online, but you're going to be seeing more and more as there's more units like EX Zarbon and EX Doria showing up for them. I think they'll be even, you know, better in the future. So this equipment is going to be awesome for future Gokus because only Goku can use this. So this is going to be something you want to save for the future for even more Friezas. You know, you have to fight and beat this. Broly will be using Angry Super Saiyan for his second equipment. So we got. This is actually, I've been using this a lot with a lot of my other units until we had the newer equipment. This is for the Super Saiyans. Base strike attack up for the first slot, 7.50% to 15%. This is a must. So the first equipment you'll pay, and this is going to increase their strike attacks in crazy amounts of damage percentage. I don't even know if that made sense, but yes, it's awesome. Keep it. Base strike defense is increased. He needs it. Why not? 7.50% to 12.50%. And key restore speed is not the greatest out of, you know, all the key restore speed slots, but this is the third and final one for this equipment. 1% to 5%. And then blue sparking Goku will have, I'm getting excited as well for his second equipment. I already went over this one. So yes, it does base strike defense, base blast attack, and base key restore speed. He needs a key restore speed. He's a pretty good. He can take some hits, so that's nice for strike defense and base blast attack. You're going to be shooting them off anyway, so might as well have a little extra firepower like I always say. But I personally don't use this unit. I use Angry Super Saiyan to increase his strike attack even more, his base strike defense even more, and his base key restore speed even more. That's my personal opinion. I like Angry Super Saiyan a lot more than You're Getting Excited thing, whatever. It's silver. I like the gold one. It looks cooler. And I like the, you know, it's just better stats for what I'll be doing with this unit. So that's my 2 cents. I'm using Angry Super Saiyan instead for the second equipment. But for Super Saiyan Blue Sparking Goku, you have You'll Pay and Angry Super Saiyan as the equipments, in my opinion. So for Super Saiyan Vegeta, we have Take This for his second equipment. It's silver. It's only for Vegeta. I don't actually have this one. I think I always got crappy percentages for this one, so I always dumped them. And when the events were over for this, Android 19 was the event to get this equipment, I just didn't notice and I didn't have any of them. Anyway, first slot, base blast defense, 7.50% to 12.50%. base strike attack up 7.50% to 12.50%, and his third slot special move damage is going to be increased. Nice. His big bang attack is going to look even more banger. I'm sorry, I just said that. So we have Krillin's first equipment. Of course, it is an awesome name. I'm not even going to continue doing that. We have the equip condition being Krillin only, so it's exclusive to Krillin, obviously. Base blast attack up. This is first slot for that equipment. 8% to 20 freaking percent. Get some of that. Hell yeah. Special move damage is the second one. His special move is awesome because good luck dodging that thing, and it's going to hit most of the time if you know what you're doing. 6% to 15% buffed up for his special move. Awesome. And his Q source speed 4% to 10% is the third slot. Oh, it's beautiful. This is like the best equipment for him. Krillin's second equipment, I'm getting excited. I've already went over this one, and I will be doing it again right after this dude. It's good. I use this for my Krillin. When I use him, you should use it for your Krillin if you have him. If you don't, no big deal. So for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we have Leave My Dad Alone! This is when he's pissed off. I wish we had this unit in the game. Just for, even if it's a hero fine, I would just love to just smash people with my freaking, you know, with his head. It'd be awesome. But anyway, this is a gold one for Hybrid Saiyan, so it's not just Gohan. Base strike attack, base blast attack, and key resource speed is going to be buffed. A must equipment for this unit. 5% to 15% for both strike attack and blast attack, and key resource speed 1% to 5%. That's going to be a pain in the ass, but you know, it's going to be nice for him regardless, whatever percentage you get. And now the equipment I don't actually use on this Gohan. I'm getting excited. Again, I've covered this one, so yeah. I don't use it. I use Wait a Minute, and the reason I use Wait a Minute is because Gohan has good defense, and Wait a Minute increases his base strike defense and base blast defense. Strike defense is increased from 5% to 12.50%, and his base blast defense 4% to 10%. That's pretty good if you below 50% HP, because then you get the nice buffs for his attack and all of that. You'll be able to survive a little bit more. You'll be a little bit more tankier, and he's going to get a nice health increase as well from this equipment, 3% to 7.50%. If Gohan's allowed to survive a little bit longer with this equipment, I'm definitely using it. You can definitely use I'm Getting Excited as well. It's up to personal opinion, but according to this list, Wait a Minute isn't worth it. I know it's a bronze equipment, but still, if you get them all gold, you're golden. For Super Trunks, we have Leave My Dad Alone for his first equipment. Definitely use this. His strike attack and blast attack will be greatly improved. And his Q sword speed, yes, definitely want that for this dude. And his other golden equipment, Mysterious Youth. I think that was the name of an episode actually when he first showed up. I'm not sure. I'm sure that maybe that's where they got it from, but it's only for Trunks. Q resource speed is being increased, so yes, you need it for this unit. Base blast defense is increased. And base strike attack is increased as well. Q source speed 3% to 10%. Base blast defense 7.50% to 17.50% for his blast defense. And base strike attack is going to be increased by 7.50% to 15%. Even more firepower with this guy. So we have Perfect Cell next. This one honestly can go either way. For both of his equipments, it's up to personal choice. But for this list, we have Haya. It's for Androids only. The first slot, base strike attack, is going to be increased by 7.50% to 15%. Q source speed, ooh, yes, again, 5% to 10%. And damage to Super Saiyan, 5% to 10%. Definitely throw it on this dude. Again, he does more blast than strike, but still, you're going to be using strike, so why not? Q source speed, again, awesome. And damage to Super Saiyans. This dude already does a lot of damage to Super Saiyans. Why not do even more? The other one is for androids as well. It seems we miscalculated. Base strike defense is going to be increased by 7.50% to 12.50%. Base blast attack, which is what he does mostly, 5% to 10%, and his health is going to be increased as well, 5% to 10%. Now, personally, I don't use It Seems We Miscalculated. I use You've Made a Critical Mistake instead. Increases his base critical by a shit ton. His base key resource speed increased another shit ton. And his Android special defense, just to make him a little bit more tankier, I'm going to definitely use You've Made a Critical Mistake over It Seems We Miscalculated. But if you want to use it, this list says go ahead, use it. I'm not using it. I'm using that. The other choice, the other one I'm using is Energy Absorb. So this is going to increase his base blast attack by a ton. Look at that. I have one with 19.75%. I always throw it on my perfect cell. He's going to be getting a nice increase to base critical and Super Saiyan special defense. So he'll be able to take more damage from Super Saiyans. They're all over the damn PvP, you know, meta and all that fun stuff. I would definitely throw it on him. I don't agree with, it seems we miscalculated, but you can throw Energy Absorb or the critical mistake one for the miscalculated one. So up to you again, but that was my personal opinion. So for Android 18, we have Haya. Definitely throw it on this woman, which I do not have. Both the equipments are golden. We have base strike attack increased, Key Source speed increased, and damage to Super Saiyans increased. Throw it on Cell and Android 18. This is a little bit better for 18 because she already does strike attack, and that's what she does. So this is going to be nice for her. And her second one, I'm an elite. Her equipments are just freaking perfect. Base strike attack up 8 to 20%. Base Key Source speed up 4 to 10%. And special defense up versus Saiyans 12% to freaking 30%. That is crazy. Oof, I don't see anything wrong with all 6 slots for the 2 equipments. So definitely throw it on her. For Yellow Sparking Gohan, leave my dad alone. Again, he's a melee type, so strike attack, yes, you want this. Base plus attack, you'll be using it. And Key Source speed, yes, definitely throw it on this dude. He's a hybrid Saiyan. You want this equipment on probably most of your hybrids, if not all of them. So definitely throw it on this dude. And like 18 Bay, you will have I'm an elite on him as well. This is for all the units that are yellow. Base strike attack up increased, base Key Source speed up increased, and special defense up for Saiyans. Again, you can't go wrong with either of these equipments. I have no complaints about throwing on these equipments. For Super Saiyan Trunks, which I've personally always enjoyed, you'll be using Mysterious Youth and Angry Super Saiyan. I've went over these already, but I'll have the stats here. Personal opinion, yes, Key Source speed up, freaking awesome. Base blast defense up, he's a nice tanky unit. And base strike attack up. Why not? He's going to be doing damage. You're going to be doing some form of damage. Definitely throw more strike attack in. And you have Angry Super Saiyan to increase his strike attack even more. His base strike defense will be nice and buffed, and his Key Source speed will be increased as well. So with these 2 equipments, you'll be increasing his strike attack by a bunch. His Key Source speed is going to be increased, and both his base blast defense and base strike defense will be increased, so you're getting a little bit of everything. So for Android 17, I do not think you should be using Haya, and I'll explain why. So base strike attack is going to be increased with Haya. He doesn't do great strike attack, but with this you'll be getting more Key Source speed and damage to Super Saiyan. Instead of using that, I used Energy Absorb. This equipment is going to be increasing your base blast attack up by 8% to 20%. This dude's doing blast attack damage primarily. I was like, why not? And you can throw critical damage on him too. Why not? And Super Saiyan special defense. You'll be fighting Super Saiyans a ton of the time. So there'll be more. You'll be fighting, Goten and Trunks are coming out of this recording. They're not out yet, but they will be eventually. 17 is like one of the best units. You're going to be, paired up against those units. Why not use this equipment for that, against them? So that's going to increase his defenses against Super Saiyans by 4% to 10%. His other equipment, it seems we miscalculated. Yes, throw it on him. Base strike defense is increased. Base blast attack is also increased. And his HP, he needs it. He's a defense tanky unit. Make him more tankier. No complaints, but I don't think Haya should really personally be put on him when you have Energy Absorb, which it just does a lot more for me. But for HIV Goku, you want to be using I'm an Elite and You'll Pay. I used to use Pan Pants, but that thing, just throw them all away. We have a whole bunch of better equipments to use. I'm an Elite. Base strike attack is going to be increased. Base Key Source speed is going to be increased. That's crazy. His Key Source speed's awesome, just to make it better, yes. And his special defense up for Saiyans. More defense, you need it. For this unit, definitely use this equipment. Even more strike attack for it, You'll Pay. Critical increase, you need that for more damage quicker. And then Key Source speed, he needs that speed. He needs that damage. He's going to be in quickly. He's going to be your first unit. You want to do all that damage and that Key Source speed. So definitely throw it. Throw these equipments on this guy for sure. 100% agreed. So finally we have Frieza's, the final form and the first form, both sparking ones. They used to suck, but now we have some nice bench units, EX Doria and EX Zordon. to help them. This is going to increase their damage output and whatnot even more. So base strike attack up increased with I'm an elite, base key restore speed up increase, and special defense up for Saiyans. For final form Frieza, I'm not saying it again, this is an awesome equipment to use on him. And feast your eyes on this will be the other equipment. It's for the Frieza Force, base strike attack up increased, base blast attack up also increased, and base key restore speed up. Definitely, I think the Frieza Force was lacking equipment. Especially Frieza himself was lacking some equipment until now. These are going to boost him a whole bunch. Definitely throw these equipments on him. Lastly, we have first form Frieza. I do not have him, unfortunately, but he's a blast unit, so at least can be beaten for him. Base blast attack up. Hell yeah, you definitely want more of that. Special arts damage up. Woo, awesome unit to use. Special move. Go for it. And damage to Saiyan. I mean, he hates filthy, dirty Saiyan monkeys. You definitely want to do more damage with him. Go for it. It's only for blues, this equipment, so yeah, use it. So finally, we have feast your eyes on this for the Frieza Force. Base strike attack up, base blast attack up, and base Q restore speed up. Definitely throw it on this unit. I don't have him. Unfortunately, I would love to, but it's going to increase his damage and increase his Q restore speed, so for sure, throw it on a wheelchair Sama. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Again, the links are in the description if you just want to look at that stuff. Maybe it'll be easier and quicker. But this was a little bit more in-depth. My side, my opinions, I felt like some of the equipments could be better for some of the units. But overall, I agree. I mean, you could go with his list more over mine. No big deal. Either way, you're going to be doing damage. And it's up to your playstyle. So please, it's not like you have to use these. These are the better ones to use his list. But again, I do have some deviating equipments on my list, whatever. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Again, you can join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, blah 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 blah, subscribe, leave a like. And guys, I'm exhausted. It's 3 in the morning of this recording. Guys, have a good one and see you in the next Dragon Ball Legends video.